Hi, welcome to this new video, and for this week's video I want to talk about this specific workflow action named random distribution by percentage. This specific option allows you to, in a specific workflow, divided the path randomly to be able to test or to do a lot of different use cases. And today I want to show you 3 specific use cases you can achieve with this random distribution by percentage branches. The first thing you could do is to automate randomly the lead assignment to your different sales reps. Let's say you want to assign to your French sales team a lead every time is considered as French. So you will choose the country drop-down property, you will select France, and every time a lead will be tagged as from France, it will get enrolled in this workflow and you will be able to assign it to your French sales rep team. To do so, you just need to click on plus and click on this branch random distribution by percentage and choose the number of branch you want. It has to be equally split, but you can add as many branch as you want. As you can see, it will divide the percentage regarding the number of branch you want to create. Let's say we have 2 different sales rep, but I don't want to give 50% of the leads to one and 50% to 2 because my first sales rep is a bit more senior. I want to give him 75% of the leads and the rest I want to give it to sales number 2. To do so, I just need to create 4 branches because 1 is 25 and when you sum up the 2, 3, 4, it will be equal to 75. You click on save and now you will have those different branches that 25% of the leads will go here, 25 here, 25 here, 25 here. As I said, I want one sales member to have 25% of our leads. To do so is really easy. You just need to click on plus under one of the branches, CRM, edit record, and here you will be able to choose contact owner and put it to sales number 1. And now to make all the rest, so the 75% of your leads that are tagged as French, go to another sales rep. You just need to choose randomly one of those 3 branches, let's say the first one, and repeat our operation. Edit records, contact owner, and this time we choose number 2. And then we need to click on plus under the 2 empty branches and choose go to action, click here, and go to action, click here. And that's done. So every time a lead is tagged as French, 25% will be here, 25% will be here, and for those 25%, they will just go back and do the same action as this branch. So we have 25% for sales 1 and 75% for sales 2. This one is an easy example, but you can make it as complex as you want by just playing with the number of branches you would create. That was the first use case of this specific branch random distribution by percentage. Now, let's say I want to send an email that will end up with people booking a meeting with me, but I will send it to 20,000 persons. I don't want to send in the same day 20,000 possibilities for a lead to book a meeting with me to 20,000 people because it will just make my calendar explode and I will not be able to answer all the requests I will get from that email. I can use this branch random distribution by percentage to create kind of email batches. Let me explain to you. So let's say we still want to send this email to all our leads that are tagged as French. You can click on here and let's say you want, instead of sending 20,000 emails directly, I want to send 5,000 emails per week to be able to control the requests that will follow up because of this email. Just need to click on branch, random distribution again, and because we want to split it for 4 weeks, we just need to create 4 branches. Once that's done, on the first 25%, I can, no problem, send my mail. So hey, reply me, for instance. It's a test account, so I only have this email, so we will make it work through this one. Then what will happen? 25% of our 25,000 leads, so 5,000 leads, will receive this email, and those would not receive anything. We want to change that and say, okay, for those next 25%, I want to make them wait 7 days, so 1 week, and then I will send them this specific email. And for the 25%, I want to make them wait 14 days, so 2 weeks, and then sending them this specific email. And for the last one, I want to make them wait 21 days. Save, and then sending them this specific email. So now, what did we do with this specific workflow? We have these 25,000 leads entering in the same day to our workflow, but 25% of them, so 5,000, will get the email directly. Another 5,000 will be stuck here and wait 7 days before receiving this specific email. And another 5,000 will be stuck here for 14 days, and another 5,000 will be stuck here for 21 days. That way, you can make sure that only 5,000 leads will receive your specific email per week. So that was the second use case of it. And my favorite use case, I made a specific video about it like a few years ago, is to be able to A/B test workflows. What do I mean by that? You might already know that when you create a specific email, you can create A/B test email. So for instance, this automated, we can choose start from scratch template. We don't care about it now. And we can add like our email. You can create a A/B test, which means that for the same email, you can change the topic or you can change the text, and it will send the A version to 50% of your audience and the B version to 50% of your audience to see which email performs the best. So we can test 2 iterations of a specific mail, but what we can't do is to test 2 workflow paths. Let me explain. We have a nurturing workflow, so we click on plus, we send 1 email, and we are waiting 3 days before sending another email. So once again, it's a really easy example, but you can make it as complex as you want. But now we want to test if we have better result if we wait 2 days instead of 3 days. The only way to have a real and concrete answer to this issue is to test at the same time a path with 3 days waiting and a path with 2 days waiting. And that's how we can use our specific random distribution branch. We go back at the beginning and we click on plus, branch, random distribution, and we want to test 2 different paths, so 50-50 is perfect. We move the branch to our first branch, and now we will just copy all the following action into the branch 2. And instead of waiting 3 days, here we will wait 2 days. So now we have our nurturing workflow, and 50% of our leads will wait 3 days and 50% of our leads will wait 2 days. The idea is to be able to analyze the performance of this email based on the different workflow. But the thing is, we will not be able to have this information if we use the same email. So what we need to do is to create a clone of this email to put it on the B branch. So we will have different metrics for the 2 emails and we will be able to check which email performed better. So to do so is super easy. We go back to our email list and I will just clone the Hey Reply Me email and call it B version, for instance. And it's an automated email. I clone it, I publish it, and once I reload my workflow, I will be able to change the email. So I will have Hey Reply Me B version here and Hey Reply Me B version here. And now we have 2 workflows ready to be A/B tested because we did everything thanks to this random distribution by percentage. So the idea, you let it run, 50% will wait 3 days, 50% will wait 2 days, after 1 month or 2 weeks, depending on your volume. You can go back to this specific email and the other one to check the metrics of that email. You check which one is closer to your goal, and once you have identified that the B path is better than the A path in terms of results, you can go back here and delete the branch 1. And you have a winning version of your workflow with a delay for 2 days. Once you optimize that, you can go back here and A/B test another part of your workflow. And that way you are able to optimize continuously the different paths a lead will take in your workflow. So that was the 3 use case I thought about random distribution by percentage branches. I hope it was useful, that you learned something. If it's the case, don't forget to put a thumbs up and to subscribe to this channel. If you have another use case of this specific features of workflow, please let me know in the comment below. I would be really interested to get more use case for this feature. And if you want to know more about HubSpot workflows, I created the workflow box. It's a free tool that you can download directly in the description below that will give you step-by-step tutorial to implement a bunch of different automation I created in HubSpot directly in your portal. So don't hesitate to check on the description below. It was Greg. I wish you a great week and see you next Wednesday.